Crimson Minutes. I'm your host, Peter, and with me is Clay.
Today we'll be diving into the hotly debated topic of cyberbullying and its effects on teens and society.
Did you know cyberbullying affects 40% of teenagers? It not only affects the victim, but the friends, family, and even the one doing the cyberbullying.
Tonight we will look at all perspectives. Off to Rachel in the field.
This is Rachel coming to you live. Today we are interviewing Stacy, who was bullied via Facebook.
An angry past boyfriend of mine created a Facebook group making false claims about me sleeping around. It started off small, but slowly it spread throughout the whole school. And as it grew, more of my ex-boyfriends continued to post things about me on the group. It got to the point where I couldn't walk down the halls without hearing people whisper about me.
And how did you handle this?
At first I tried to ignore it, but it continued to get worse.
What did you do then?
I asked my friends what I should do, but they thought it was funny too, and they told me to ignore it, and it would eventually go away.
Obviously, that didn't happen. What did you do next?
I started skipping school and avoiding my friends, and it had a negative effect across my whole life. Eventually, the principal noticed how much I was missing class and contacted my mom.
Did your mom not know about this in the first place?
No, she didn't. She really doesn't understand Facebook, and I didn't think she'd understand this either. My mom ended up calling the school, and the kid who started the group got expelled from our high school.
This is one of many cases of cyberbullying, but thankfully, in Stacy's case, her principal recognized that there was a problem and reacted to it. Not all victims are this lucky.
Our next story is centered around Jessica, a young 15-year-old girl who lived in Michigan, and after cyberbullying, she took her own life.
We sat down with her father, Ryan, to discuss this and how cyberbullying should be dealt with, as well as its tragic consequences.
We're here with Mr. Ryan, whose daughter tragically took her own life due to cyberbullying. When was it you first realized that your daughter was being cyberbullied?
We first noticed she's keeping to herself more and acting more emotional than usual. We guessed she was just being a typical teenage girl, but when we finally realized what was going on, it was too late and there was nothing we could do.
How has your life changed since her death?
Well, I've lost a part of myself, and for a while I really didn't know what to do with myself. But after time went on, I became a huge advocate against cyberbullying, and just trying to make it to where no other family has to endure what mine has gone through.
How do you think other parents can avoid this?
Just by talking to your kids and keeping interested in what they're doing, and also being interested in their online life and figuring out what's going on. And just letting them know how important they are, and that what goes on, what is said in high schools and middle schools really isn't that important in the big scheme of things.
Thank you for sharing your story with us.
What a tragic story.
It's stories like this that push you to pay attention to your children and not wait till it's too late.
It's too late for Rob, who is spending 7 months in county lockup for his actions against Stacy.
Rob has agreed to speak with us about his actions. Off to Rachel in the field.
So Rob, tell me, how did you end up here?
After my girlfriend broke up with me, I was angry. Without really thinking about it, I decided to make a Facebook group about her passion for and focusing in her sex life. It was completely made up, and I did it to blow off some steam. Without really meaning for it to happen, others became part of the group and began sharing their thoughts. Some of those were their past boyfriends, who thought it would be funny to bash on her too. Then all of a sudden it went viral, and the entire school knew about it.
Do you regret doing it?
Yeah, I realized no, it was a bad idea. I should have just talked it out with her instead of making a Facebook group.
Do you have any words of wisdom for other angry ex-boyfriends out there?
No matter how angry you are, don't sink to the level I did. Spreading rumors, whether in person or online, is hurtful and against the law. Not only did it cost me my freedom, but it also cost me my friends.
Enough said. Back to you, Peter and Clay.
Rob's story shows how both the victim and the cyberbully suffer as a result of cyberbullying. Steady change in the law and increasing awareness have made cyberbullying a less common crime today.
If you've been cyberbullied or think you know a victim, here's some helpful information and counsel you can seek.